And now that the United States and China have reached a framework on trade, attention is now turning to the Trump-Xi meeting. The face-to-face comes as part of President Trump's wider Asia visit, which began during the ASEAN summit in Malaysia, where the president signed trade deals with Kuala Lumpur and co-signed a peace treaty between Cambodia and Thailand. President Trump and Xi Jinping are expected to meet on the sidelines of the APEC summit in South Korea on Thursday. Now, this will mark their first in-person encounter since Donald Trump returned to the White House. The talks are expected to build on the trade framework deal and set the tone for future negotiations. In Malaysia, preparatory meetings focus largely on finding ways to manage disagreements and achieve modest progress on issues that have strained ties for years. The goal now is to use this framework as a foundation for deeper discussions. In South Korea, the agenda is expected to be wide-ranging. President Trump's focus is on rare earth minerals, fentanyl, agriculture, and tariffs, all long-standing issues that have shaped Washington's trade policy towards Beijing. The fate of social media app TikTok will also feature heavily in the discussions.
I think a complete deal. I want our farmers to be taken care of, and he wants things also. We're going to be talking about fentanyl, of course. You know, fentanyl is killing a lot of people. It comes from China, and we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about a lot of things. I think we have a really good chance of making a very comprehensive deal.
Meanwhile, speculation continues around whether President Trump will meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un during the trip. The president said on Monday that he would be open to such a face-to-face. However, U.S. officials had earlier clarified that no meeting between the two leaders is currently scheduled during the president's visit to the region. Now, as of today, President Trump has landed in Japan, the second stop on his 5-day trip. He's expected to meet the Japanese emperor and hold formal talks with the country's new prime minister, Sanae Takaichi, on Tuesday. He'll also deliver a speech aboard the USS George Washington aircraft carrier and participate in discussions on shipbuilding and critical minerals. Trade, of course, will once again feature prominently in these talks. Japanese exports, especially cars, have been hit by U.S. tariffs of 15%, a reduction from the initially threatened 25%. And as a result, car exports to the United States fell 24% in September compared to the previous year. Washington is also urging Japan to cut its reliance on Russian energy imports and purchase more U.S. natural gas. Now, ahead of his visit, President Trump praised the Prime Minister, Japan's first female leader, calling her a strong successor to the late Shinzo Abe.
Very good. She's great, beautiful. We're going to be seeing her very soon. She's very friendly. She was very friendly with Abe, as you know, Prime Minister Abe.
President Trump also wants Japan to import more American products, particularly the quote-unquote very beautiful Ford F-150 pickup trucks. And reports suggest that Japan might display some outside the state guest house when President Trump visits. And as the meeting with Xi Jinping approaches, all eyes are now on President Trump's diplomatic tour across Asia, which is aimed at strengthening ties, rebuilding alliances, and redefining America's role in the region.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.